Hey guys, TipTop Gamer is back with another awesome video, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Oh, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and lets me know that you like what I'm doing. With all that in mind, let the fun commence. But first, the intro. The ZA Battle Royale starts tonight, and in order for me to participate, I'm going to need some more Pokemon. Thankfully, these wild zones are perfect for catching Pokemon and training them at the same time. It's a Bumblebee! Ooh, Bumblebees are so cute, I love Bumblebees! Easy now. Easy now. I don't think it likes me very much. I don't like that way it's looking at me. I'm sorry. Hey guys, TipTop Gamer is back with another awesome episode of Pokemon Legends ZA for the Nintendo Switch 2. If you guys were last time, you know that we got the game started and met our buddy Totodile. We also got here to our hub area for this game, Hotel Z, led by AZ. We got here thanks to our friend Tawny, who saved us from getting jumped by a bunch of trainers in an alleyway. Yeah, I am not kidding. She also wanted to help us get some more Pokemon, so she decided to take us to this wild zone, which is over here, right by Hotel Z. Very nice, very convenient. But unfortunately, our pathway is blocked by a bunch of rocks, which we can do nothing about. Now in this awesome episode, we're going to take that path and follow her up to the rooftop. I climb ladder slope, sorry. Nice weather up here, hey? Yeah, very nice weather. We just gotta drop down over there. Then we'll be near the Pokemon Center. We just gotta drop... hold on. Do you not know how physics work? I'm gonna break my ankle. Okay. Ah! Somehow that worked. Okay. Ah! Physics mean nothing in this world, do they? Obviously, that's sort of a one-way route, so we'll get back to the hotel another way. But now you've gotten a glimpse of the city's backways. Anyway, detour complete. I'll show you the rest of the way to the Pokemon Center. I could have just looked left. You didn't have to lead me there. Anyway, here we are at the Pokemon Center. To learn more about the Pokemon Center, that's exactly what we need to do. Try talking to the lady at the counter. She has a name. It's Miss Joy. Get it right. Or Nurse Joy, sorry. Enchanté. Is this your first time visiting a Pokemon Center in this city? If you bring us your injured Pokemon, we'll heal them. No charge. We sell the items too. Also, might I recommend that you install the Pokédex app on your phone? There's a promotion underway right now. If you can catch 5 Pokemon species and register them in your Pokédex, there's a prize in it for you. Oh, I love prizes. Alors, how about it? Ready to install the Pokédex app? Sure. I wanted to pass, but whatever. I'm assuming the game wouldn't let me progress if I didn't. Take it. Sweet! Automatic install! I didn't even have to touch it. Try bringing out your new buddy for a sec, James. Okay. Come on out, Totodile. Registering Pokemon. Totodile's data has been added to the Pokédex. Yay! So now we have Pokédex entries again. We can read up on Pokemon again. So we can look at Totodile. It's small but rough and tough. It won't hesitate to take a bite out of anything that moves.
Wait, what?
I'm glad it's on my side. You dove right into using your new Pokédex app. Thank you very much. Once you catch 5 different species of Pokemon and register them in your Pokédex, please report your success to the Pokemon Research Lab. Less than to offer a prize. Let's head to that Wild Zone and start catching some Pokemon. We could do that, but I was smart enough before I hopped on that train to give myself a little bit of spending cash. So, wherever you see that green light, it's marking the boundaries of a Wild Zone. There are areas where you can battle and catch the city's wild Pokemon. We keep getting more wild Pokemon in Lumiose, so Wild Zones were set up for them to hang out in. Nice. The different Wild Zones have different Pokemon living in them. Now let's get you catching some Pokemon. You'll feel better when you have a bigger team. Wild Zones are sections sectioned off areas in Lumiose where wild Pokemon can live in conditions similar to their natural habitats. If you go into one, you may be attacked by aggressive Pokemon. Sounds fun! But you'll have plenty of chances to catch Pokemon as well. Find Wild Zones by pressing plus to open your map. Into the Wild Zone we go! Don't forget, if a wild Pokemon comes at you, be ready to roll and dodge its moves. Sounds good. Didn't realize natural habitats for Pokemon involved taxi cabs. Okay. See a little Pokemon that popped out from behind the taxi? That's a fletchling. You should try and catch it. It's pretty relaxed, so it won't run away unless you attack it. Perfect for catching practice. If you want to catch a wild Pokemon, you'll need to throw a Pokeball. First, use ZL to lock on your target, then you can press and hold ZR to aim a Pokeball. When you're ready to throw, let go of ZR to let your Pokeball fly. If the Pokeball hits a Pokemon, it may result in a successful catch, unless that Pokemon is owned by another trainer, in which case you'll be marked as a thief. If you have a Pokeball ready but want to cancel your throw, press B. She'll give you Pokeballs anyway. I just bought them because I wanted Pokeballs. I wanted more Pokeballs. So, the tutorial just went over this. Oh, there we go. When you use ZL to lock on a wild Pokemon, you can see details like its name, its level, and how easy it will be to catch. The more up arrow symbols you see next to a Pokemon, the better your chances of catching it will be. So if we could do what the game and Tani instructed us, we look at this Pokemon and see it has 4 up arrows, meaning that if we just chuck a Pokeball at it, catching it should not be a problem. Like you saw, hitting a Pokemon with a Pokeball doesn't guarantee you'll catch it. But don't worry. One more good doink with a Pokeball, and then I bet you'll get it. There we go. You can make it easier on yourself to catch a Pokemon by sneaking up behind it. Congrats! You caught a Fletchling. Pokemon you catch will join your team and battle alongside you. Gathering more Pokemon to battle with you will help make you a better Pokemon trainer. Next, let's see if you can handle a stronger Pokemon. Like that thing. That Pokemon's called Bunnelby. It's more aggressive, so if it spots you, it'll attack. But it's okay. All you gotta do is have your trusty Pokemon attack the wild Pokemon and lower its HP. The more you lower your target's HP, the better your chances of a successful catch. In fact, if you defeat the target in battle, you'll have a brief catch window, a moment where the Pokemon becomes far easier to catch. Act fast, because they will pass out and you won't be able to catch them if you don't take the chance. If you keep holding the same Pokemon with Pokeballs, you might make it angry. When it's angry, it can't be caught. Pokeballs will bounce right off. You'll have to wait until it calms down before trying again. Yeah, so this is where this game is a lot different from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Hold on. If a wild Pokemon attacks you, press right and left to choose a Pokemon from your party. Then press up to send it out and fight back. To call your Pokemon back into its Pokeball, press down. But be careful. If you don't have a Pokemon out, wild Pokemon will attack you directly. If you take too many hits, you'll black out. So unlike Pokemon Legends Arceus, you couldn't attack a Pokemon if it spots you and it battles you. If it spots you, you have to battle it in order to weaken it so that you can catch it then. But in this case, if it's angry at you, you really just throw a Pokeball at it and catch it like that. Unless it gets really angry, in which case you can't catch it, unless you weaken it. Nice! That right there is how you catch wild Pokemon. One more thing. Crouching helps when you want to sneak up and catch Pokemon. It's hard for Pokemon to spot you if you're crouching and hiding in tall grass or something. Press the left joystick to crouch. You can hide by crouching behind objects, making you harder to spot. Crouching in patches of tall grass will hide your presence even better. You're itching to throw some more Pokeballs, huh? She knows me already. And she'll give you 10 more Pokeballs, because she's that generous. If you need more, you can buy some at the Pokemon Center. I already did that. You just need 5 Pokemon species to get that prize, right? Let's catch them and head to that research lab. Gotta catch them all! So, just one second. I'm gonna leave here for a second, and I want you guys to listen to this music, because it's very calming, and it might sound familiar to you veterans of Pokemon X and Y. Take a listen. So if you've played Pokemon X and Y, and you hear this music for the first time, you realize that it's actually the slowed down battle theme that you hear every time you run into a wild Pokemon in that game. It's a really nice detail. I really did like the original battle theme for Pokemon X and Y, and having it slowed down like this and very nice and peaceful is very cool. And of course, when you get into a battle, it's more sped up. It's not exactly the same as it was from the original game, but it's a nice little detail, nonetheless. And here we are at the research lab, which looks like a mansion. Did you already catch 5 species of Pokemon? You're not watching me? Of course I did. You did! Nice! Now just go into the lab and claim that prize. I've got an errand to run, so I'll catch up with you after. I'll get in touch if anything comes up. Sounds good. Oh wait, I forgot. Now we have Pokedex entries. Let's go ahead and read up on the Pokemon that we just caught. Just a little bit. Fletchling is a normal flying type. Despite the beauty of its littling voice, it's merciless to intruders that enter its territory. This is the tameless Pokemon that we started with. Bunnelby, the normal type. It looks like a ground type and it evolves into a normal ground type, but trust me, it's not. It's a normal type. They use their large ears to dig burrows. They will dig the whole night through without rest. Scatterbug. is a bug type. The powder that covers its body regulates its temperature, so it can live in any region or climate. Weedle, a bug poison type, the hairy bug Pokemon. Often found in forests and grasslands. It has a sharp, toxic barb of around 2 inches on top of its head. I read that completely wrong. This is actually a Pokemon from the first generation of Pokemon, and it would have been a part of Ash Ketchum's team had Misty not scared it off by being a coward, and that weird samurai guy challenged him to a battle. You could have had an awesome betrayal, but who cares? Anyway, Mareep, the wool Pokemon, an electric type. Its fluffy coat doubles in size when static electricity builds up. Touching it can be shocking. This is also another Pokemon that was, it was released in Gen 2 along with our buddy Totodile. So those are the new Pokemon that we have in our party. Very cute, super nice, can't wait to get to know them all. Let's go inside now. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Welcome to the Pokemon Research Lab. I presume you're here about the Pokédex registration prize. You've completed the 5 Pokemon challenge? Well done. Head on up to the 3rd floor. Our acting director will give you your prize, as promised. This is the exact Pokemon lab that you first met Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, and Segamore in Pokemon X and Y. Just thought I might tell you that, just in case you never played the game. So you have 3 floors you can choose from. The lobby, which we're on, the 2nd floor, the laboratory, or the 3rd floor. We're going to go to the 3rd floor and get our prize. Can't wait to see what prize I get. That short-sighted nitwit! That stupid mayor's poured even more money into this ridiculous urban redevelopment plan? Sure, great, more Pokemon, love it. But you can't just throw them in a wild zone and call it a day. No, you've got to have scientists survey and study these things to figure out what's safe. But who can keep up with all the work when they keep adding wild zones every time I turn around? Oh! Looks like we have a visitor. You're here on your lonesome? Yep. I had actually, no. I'm not alone. I have Pokemon. Well, of course you're not. You have your Pokemon, huh? I'm the acting director here. Call me Mabel. And if you came all this way to see me, then I guess you must be here about the prize. Of course that's why. So let's see what you've managed to accomplish. So far you've caught... Ooh! 6 whole species! Look at that! I've been hoping someone like you would turn up. Someone like me. Oh, you want to know, do ya? Then I'll explain the whole mess. See, for whatever reason, we've been seeing this influx of wild Pokemon within Lumios lately. That's what led to the construction of all these wild zones, so they can live safely in the town. Or the city, sorry. Cities and towns are 2 different things. But I can't keep up with all the work. I couldn't even tell you what species are on the rise lately. But now you've shown up! You had what it takes to complete our challenge! Because you're clearly curious about Pokemon! You're just the type we need to help with our survey work! I just came here for a tour. That's about it. And I got roped into all this nonsense. And you will help, right? Sure. So kind of you! Somehow I just knew you would agree! Yeah, because I only had the 2 options. Since I'm here, we'll call this Mabel's research. Sorry. Since I'm Mabel, we'll call this Mabel's research. And starting now, I'll be sending you all kinds of research requests. Understood? Good. You'll receive requests from Mabel to help her with her research. As you complete your tasks, your research level will go up. And you'll also receive valuable rewards, such as TMs, so Keep an eye out for new tasks as they are continually added. In fact, I've already got some things I want you to check out for me. I'll send you the details. Alright, you received new research requests from Mabel. Now we're working together and all, I guess I can tell you I made up this whole promotion thing to trick folks into doing my research. Doing the work earns you research points, so look at that. You've already got something. In fact, you earn enough to go from 1 level to 2. It's a red letter day. As a reward for increasing your research level, you get an amazing prize after all! I just gotta press X to open the research notes, and we're in our first TM, Rock Smash! This will allow us to clear out the rocks and get over to the hotel without having to scale the buildings. Our next reward is Mud Shot. It's a ground type special move that lets you douse opponents in mud so they move slower. So yeah, we have all these nice rewards going for us. They get better as you go, obviously. Masterable, wow. Complete more research tasks for me, and you can keep raising your research level, earning yourself even more lovely prizes. My research advances, you learn about Pokemon, and we both come out winning. And that TM I just gave you, you can use it to instantly teach a move to your Pokemon. TMs can be used over and over on as many Pokemon as you like. See how nice I am? Though not every Pokemon can learn every move out there, naturally. Anyway, good luck! Get out there and learn all about our new Pokemon neighbors as you can. For me.
So unlike Pokemon Legends Arceus, which showed the distant ancestors of characters from Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Pokemon Legends ZA features returning characters 5 years after the events of X and Y, in which this game takes place, 5 years later. Though the number of returning characters in this game is very low, with only a few, but that number has gone up a little bit with the inclusion of the Mega Dimension DLC. Karina, which is also going to play a big role in that DLC, was the 3rd gym leader in Pokemon X and Y, and one that gave me a lot of trouble as a kid. Not only was she the one who introduced the player to Mega Evolution, she also gave the player the ability to use Mega Evolution as well as a free Lucario to try it out with. Along with her, Mabel, the acting director of the Lumiose Laboratory, who we just spoke with, was originally a top scientist who worked for the evil team, Team Flare. Why these scientists allowed someone like that to work in a lab full of important documents, someone who tried to help their boss destroy the world? I don't know why they would do that, but we're gonna go with it. There are several Easter eggs that reference her previous role in this image. For example, the visor that she always wore, which is on her desk, and the Team Flare logo being present on her chair and laptop. AZ and Floette were also present in that game. According to the lore and Bulbapedia, AZ was responsible for ending an ongoing war between humans and Pokemon by creating an ultimate weapon that was used to annihilate both sides of it. The machine was originally designed to bring his dead Floette back to life after it was used during that war as a tool. But disgusted by the fact that this machine used the life energy of Pokemon, Floette left AZ, which sent him wandering the world aimlessly and alone. The weapon was hidden and buried by AZ's younger brother later on. When the player first meets AZ, he's found on Route 13 muttering something about the flower Pokemon, and then he just leaves. Later, the boss of Team Flare, Lysandra, captures AZ and takes the key to the weapon, which was around his neck for some reason. Why he would keep a key so important to something so deadly that it was hidden away, thus cluing the bad guys into the fact that the weapon still exists, I don't know. When the player goes to save him, he recounts the history of Kalos itself. After the player saves Kalos by defeating Lysandra for the last time, AZ is freed from his cell and thanks the player for stopping Lysandra. Then, after the player becomes champion, AZ challenges the player to a battle in hopes of learning what a trainer really is. When defeated, he thanks the player for freeing him from a long torment, and then is met once again by his precious Floette, which ends its story on a happy note. Along with those few, Lita is also a returning character, but it's okay if you don't know who she is because you probably never took the time to meet her in X and Y. In fact, it's been so long since I played X and Y, I have no idea if she even was in X and Y at all. You have met her brother, however. Lita is in fact the younger sister of one of the rivals from X and Y, Tierno. Her backstory is as stated. Inspired by her older brother to become a dancer, Lida got herself a scholarship to a dance school in Lumios, and lived with a roommate in the city who moved out later on after signing on with a talent agent. Lida was worried about not being able to pay her rent. Tawny invited her to join Team MZ, which AZ approved and gave her permission to rest in a hotel. These are just a couple of the characters that are returning. There are a couple more, like 2 more, I think, that we're going to be seeing throughout the course of the story. Like I said, this game has very few returning characters, unlike Legends Arceus, but it's still cool to see what these characters are doing after the events of X and Y.
Bye! Oh! A Scraggy! A jacket with Team MZ's logo. Would you happen to be James? That's me! Sarah, the new member who Tawny is so pleased to have aboard. I recognize you by the jacket. I'm the one who embroidered the logo on it. My name is Naveen. I'm another member of Team MZ. So, we're teammates, I suppose. I see you had business in the research lab, helping out with Maple's requests. I'm surprised she found anyone willing to help. But I suppose it's not a bad deal for you. After all, you'll fare better in the ZA Royale if you have your Pokemon learn a wide variety of moves. The TMs you earn as rewards for helping with Mabel's research will come in handy for that. Now about your outfit, it needs something. What do you think of this hat? Let me put it on really quick. Ah, so stylish! I feel like I could take on the world! Thank you, Naveen! No thanks necessary. It wasn't my size. Oh, and if the jacket's not your style, feel free to change into something else. Yeah, you can change into anything, anytime. The only problem is I have literally no clothes. This shirt and these jeans were the only thing that I brought with me on my travels. Anyway, I've gotta go. See you later. See you later, Scraggy. Careful of your pants.
Hey, you get your prize?
Sure did. It's a TM.
The first TM you got from Mabel was the one for Rock Smash? You ought to choose to move the Bunnelbees so I can break those boulders lying around.
So now we finally have a way to break them. TMs allow you to teach moves to your Pokemon. They can be used however many times you'd like. Each Pokemon species is able to learn a different selection of moves.
Once you've had enough boulder smashing, come on back to Hotel Z.
Sounds like a plan. Alrighty. So let's go into our satchel. Scroll over to our TMs. Right there. As you can see, Bunnelby is the only one that can learn this, as Tawny just told us. So let's go ahead and teach it to him. No problem teaching it to him since he only has 2 moves to begin with. Now that we have a Bunnelby with Rock Smash, we simply invite him out into the field and punch those rocks with your ears! It's very interesting to see a bunny punch with its ears. Look at him hopping with me. So cute. Alright. Sitting here. Now with Rock Smash, we can also access this area over here. I'd like to go do that really quick because if we go over here, we see that there's a Pichu that we can catch over here, and I like to catch that. Every little thing that you do in Pokemon Legends ZA adds up to experience points for your Pokemon, which can help them level up. So just keep that in mind. Keep everything that I'm telling you in mind, because it could be helpful. You got a Pidgey up here. It's really fun that you're able to go on top of buildings in this game. Seeing as Lumios was so big in Pokemon X and Y, yet you couldn't explore it that much. While I was training, I found a guy in Wild Area 1, and he gave me 5 potions. Any NPC with a yellow text box usually has something to give you. Look out for those. Oh yeah, also while I was training, Bumblebee grew to level 7, and he gained the move Mudshot. So I didn't have to wait until it reaches level 3 in order to use it. Now we're done in there, we can use our Bumblebee and have him smash the rocks, just like so. BAM! Not that I really need to smash every stone, but I kind of want to because OCD kicks in and having rocks everywhere just doesn't look well for the city. If you want to urban development, do it right. Also some rocks up here that we can smash. Ah, God! Man, I wish my phone did that in real life. Alrighty. So now we're over this way. We got ourselves an HP up. I don't usually use those. I actually just sell those for money because they sell for a lot. And when I'm really broke, it helps to, have something to sell. You know, a lot of different Pokeballs up here. Ooh, there's a full baby. This is the pre-evolved form of Floette. Welcome back! I got some good food. Let's have a bite. Have you ever dipped fresh baked croissants in cafe au latte? Sheer perfection. Great. A new life in Lumiose is complete. I have started my life in Lumiose. I feel so welcome. Starting to get used to Lumiose, it can be kind of bewildering at first. It's fun. I like it here so far. The wild zones must have been a shock, right? I don't think they're the ideal model for how we humans and Pokemon can coexist or anything, but it's good that we have them. It's good we have something. Is that a notification from your ZA app? This is a promotion match announcement for Trainer James, rank Z. The opponent for your next promotion match has been decided. You are to face Trainer Zach. Holy crap, he looks like a prince! He must be insanely strong! The trainer who wins will be promoted to rank Y. To qualify for your promotion match, you must earn enough tickets to obtain a challenger's ticket. Guess it's time for your first promotion match. What's that? A promotion match is exactly what it sounds like. If you win the battle, you're promoted to the next rank in the ZA Royale. And did it say challenger's ticket? A challenger's ticket is what lets you compete in a promotion match. Once you've earned enough ticket points, your challenger's ticket shows up in your ZA app. To earn ticket points, you gotta beat other trainers competing in the Royale. The types who hang out in battle zones. I'm sure you remember getting a taste of that battle zone last night. Yeah, that was not the greatest time, and it's nearly sundown. When night falls, a battle zone appears and the ZA Royale starts up. I'm gonna go wait outside. When you're ready to head out into the night, come find me. Battling the ZA Royale. And there it is. Battle Zone activated. Battle zones will always end up in a random place, but since this tutorial, the tutorial, why can I not talk? Since this is the tutorial to battle zones, it'll always pop up in the same place. We check our map, and we see it's right next to us. Right outside. In that same alleyway that we started the game. My friends are here. I need to beat 3 trainers in order to get enough points to challenge Zach. So you're diving into the ZA Royale too, are you? We wouldn't have brought him on as a team member if he wasn't going to compete, Naveen. That's right. He's going to need some support from you two as well. Now, about that challenger's ticket you need. Since you're rank Z, James, you need 1,000 ticket points to earn a challenger's ticket. You should be able to earn that much by beating the trainers here in this battle zone. Inside battle zones, if a trainer spots you, it's battle time. Trust your Pokemon and do your best. Victory can be yours. And if anything happens to your Pokemon, come back to me for some healing. Don't forget, when morning comes, you're out of time. Good luck! Come find me further in. Alrighty, showtime! So we can come back to Tawny whenever we need healing. If we go past this point, we are spotted by our first trainer. She's got a Bellsprout. I'm going to send out my Fletchling. Flying is super effective against grass. Though I didn't realize that birds like to eat vines. Okay, yeah, no, you're going to die. You just gotta die, my friend. I'm sorry. You gotta die. You forfeit it whenever you want by pressing the minus button, but why would you? You just waste time. Victory is ours! And there we go.
Your first win on the books.
Or isn't it in the books?
Keep that same energy and crush as many trainers as you can.
Going in deeper. Here's Lydia over here. I forgot her name for a second. Listen, James. If someone sees you first, they'll get the jump on you in battle. If that happens, you may not be able to do anything at first because of the shock. I would be really shocked in real life if somebody jumped at me and tried to battle me with a bunch of creatures I didn't know. So try to sneak up, nice and quiet. Then, boom! Get the first hit. You'll have a big upper hand. As you approach trainers in battle zones, they'll start to become aware of you. Press the L joystick, the left joystick, to crouch. I don't know why my mind is blanking so much today. And hide behind objects or buildings to avoid them spawning you. If the trainer notices you and challenges you to a battle, you may be caught off guard and become unable to move for a short while. If you sneak up on a trainer and hit their Pokemon with a move before they notice, you'll gain an advantage from getting that first strike. These first strikes also deal more damage than usual. First strikes, like Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario. Here's a potion in case you need it. In return, I want to see you really cooking. Ooh, oh, look! See that trainer down there with their back turned? That's your chance. Sneak up behind him and get off that first attack. So he's got a Bunnelby. I'm going to send out my Bunnelby because he has a fighting type move. Fighting type is strong against normal type. Thankfully, he does not notice the bunny running up behind him. At the same time, if you get a first strike off of trainer battles in battle zones, it negates the cooldown so you can attack right after the battle starts. Another benefit to getting first strikes. I'm gonna electrocute you. And tackle you. If that was done. I electrocuted you again. Nice. With that, we're only a couple points away from our next rank up. Or our challenger's ticket.
Looks like you're doing well. One more W should get you up to 1,000 points.
Winning Pokemon battles and battle zones will earn you prize medals. Your prize money for the night is awarded based on how many medals you collected that night. Just watch out. If you lose a battle, you may have medals taken from you. I think it'd be wise to avoid picking fights with high-ranker trainers. Defeating trainers in a battle zone will earn you prize medals, but be careful, battle zone rules cut both ways. If you lose a battle, you have to give up half your prize medals, so just be careful of that. At the same time, you can also find prize medals lying on the ground. You can also pick up prize medals that you find lying around battle zones. When daybreak comes, you'll receive prize money based on how many medals you have. Just like Naveen just told us. I recommend giving your Pokemon a citrus berry to hold. It's a healing item that restores a small amount of your Pokemon's HP. I'm actually going to listen this time. I don't usually give my Pokemon berries to hold, but why not? Gotta rush over. There we go! If you're lucky enough, you can knock out your opponents with a first strike before the battle even starts. And with that, we've maxed out our points and gained ourselves a challenger's ticket. Nice! I have no idea if this is how it's supposed to look, but it kind of looks cool. You have accumulated 1,000 ticket points. This challenger's ticket entitles you to compete in a promotion match. You can accumulate no more ticket points at this time. Please proceed to your promotion match.
Yes, you have a total dial.
Actually, I did it with Legend, but sure.
Now you got your challenger's ticket. Nice. Maybe at the Pokemon Center.
Now we have the opportunity to fast travel. Major locations will be registered on your map as soon as you visit them. Once they are registered, you'll be able to travel back to them in an instant. You can either select the icon for a specific travel spot directly on your map, or press Y to open the full list of travel spots to choose from. Alrighty. Well, since the Pokemon Center is actually pretty close, I'm just gonna walk there. We did a lot this video. We got into our first Wild Zone, caught some Pokemon, met with Mabel and learned about research quests, and participated in the ZA Royale officially for the first time. I'd say that's a fair stopping point. Guys, thanks so much for tuning into this awesome episode of Pokemon Legends ZA for the Nintendo Switch. Please, tune in next time. We'll go check in with Tawny at the Pokemon Center, find out more about this promotion match stuff, and locate Zach so we can challenge him to our promotion battle. It's going to be fun, I promise. Thanks so much for watching. So long, everybody. See you in the next one.